Chapter 9, Mishnah 1. In chapters 7 and 8, we learned about the laws of an ancestral field that was consecrated to the Beis Hamikdash. The first part of this chapter deals with the laws of an ancestral field that was sold to someone else. The Torah agrees that an ancestral field cannot be sold permanently. It can be sold only until Yovel, when it must be returned to the original owner. Even before Yovel, if the original owner wants to redeem it, buy it back, he has the right to do so. This Mishnah teaches how long the original owner must wait after selling the field before he can redeem it from the buyer. If someone sells his ancestral field during a time when the law of Yovel is in effect, he is not permitted to redeem it within 2 years of the sale. For it says in the Torah, I believe they meant to say, for it says in the Torah regarding the sale of ancestral land, in Vayikra chapter 25, verse 15, according to the number of crop years shall he sell it to you. The term crop years in plural refers to a minimum of 2 crop years. Thus, the verse teaches that the field must remain sold for at least 2 years, and the owner may not redeem it during that time. The Mishnah teaches what is meant by a crop year. If one of these first 2 years was a year of wind blast, i.e., strong winds emptied the stalks of their grain, or of yellowing, i.e., the grain dried out from extreme summer heat and no crops were produced, or it was a Shemitah year, when it is forbidden to plant crops in Eretz Yisrael, that year is not included for him in the 2-year count. This is because the Torah refers to the 2 years as crop years, and a year that cannot produce crops is not considered a crop year. However, if the year was a regular year and the buyer plowed the field but did not plant it, or he let it lie completely fallow without even plowing it, the year is included for him in the 2-year count, because the year was suitable for planting. Another law concerning the prohibition to redeem within 2 years. Rabbi Elazar says if the owner sold the field to the buyer right before Rosh Hashanah when the field was full of produce, this buyer eats, i.e., harvests 3 crops from the field in 2 years before the original owner can redeem it. The produce that came with the field plus the 2 crops that grow during the next 2 years. The Torah requires the original owner to wait a full 2 years, regardless of the number of crops that are produced in those years.